What is up, everybody? The playoffs are here. Regular season is no more. Let's get into this thing real quick.
Thank you for tuning in to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by Quick Trip.
What is up? What is up, everybody? I want to talk a little bit about. First of all, I got myself a new setup. I put everything into a different room. My son has his own apartment now, so I took over his bedroom and made this my office. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully there's not. I feel like I'm hearing an echo. Hopefully my audio is working. Let me know in the comments because I had to reset up everything, and I'm really bad at setting up stuff. But I want to talk about the playoffs. All right, and Packers obviously have a bye. There's a lot of stuff going on in the NFL. A lot. I want to talk about the wild card weekend. You know what I mean? What is up? And I wanted right here. I had like a severe echo. Hopefully you guys ain't hearing that. Maybe it's just this room. What is up? 3 wins and we bring the Lombardi Trophy home, baby. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Well, hello from Texas. Big shout out to Texas over here. Matt Ramage, the bruh is back. Yeah, I actually got motivated today to actually jump on a live, get my new setup over here. The setup in the other room, it was so like small, and it was just I wasn't really feeling it. You know what I mean? So this is what I did with my day. Okay, yeah, no echo. So I think it's probably just this room. I don't know. It just sounds different. Maybe the headphones. But anyways, let's get into this thing. All right. So get to a few more comments here. Then I want to talk about the old wildcard weekend. Anything you want to talk about, throw it in the comments section, and we'll just have a little fun chat tonight. You know what I mean? How the hell are you broadcasting during the college championship? Do you hate football? Yeah, I didn't. I don't really care about college, unless it's the Badgers. I just don't really care too much. Actually, I forgot it was on. So if I would have, I was thinking that right before I started. But yeah, if people want to watch the college championship, I understand. I'll chat with people who are here. Uh, that is good. That is good. But what's up, Matt? Big shout out from Houston, Texas. Big shout out to Texas over there. I come from the land of quick stars. All right, all right. I come from the land of quick trips. Also, big shout out to Quick Trip sponsor show. I sometimes I forget to say that. I mean, I think it's known. It's in all the places. But anyways, we got some stuff going on with the Packers. All right, we got. I want to bring this back here. I want to show you. Where is this here? The Packers. Let me bring this up here. The Broncos, among other teams, have requested permission to interview Packers offensive corner Nathaniel Hackett for their head coaching jobs. I think the Jaguars were one of them. There's a lot of teams who are getting permission. So Nathaniel Hackett might get an opportunity to move on and be a head coach next year. Good or bad for the Packers, but that is what it is. When you have a offense that's doing their thing, he's going to get opportunities. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that's not just the Broncos. Like I said, it's the Jaguars. I think there might be like 5 teams or more I saw going going over through the Twitterverse today. You know what I mean? And yeah, but let's talk about what's up, Marky Mark. What is up, dude? Uh, yeah, a lot of people are saying that we want the Bucks. Like I think that would be great redemption. There's not really a team in the playoff who like frightens me, who like it scares me. I saw a lot of people talking about the Cowboys. Cowboys do not scare me. They just don't. They haven't beat anyone. I don't think with the winning record. They're just not a scary team. The Bucks are the Bucks. You know what I mean? But they can be beat, bro. They almost lost to the Jets, and I know you can say that about the Packers. Almost lost to the Browns. Anyone talking about this last game doesn't. This Lions game does not matter at all. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not concerned about it at all. If the Packers started were playing, they would have blown them out in the second half. Yeah, you obviously would have hoped for them to play better in the first half, but that's kind of how the Packers do. First half, they kind of get by. Second half, they come in, they go full throttle. You wish they'd come out swinging, you know what I mean? Come out swinging like Ali, get it going. But that was not the case. That was not the case, and I fully believe, and I think everyone knows that if if the Packers would have been playing, their starters in the second half, how that game would have went. But all right, so let's get into this. I want everyone in the comment section. Let's go through wild card weekend and pick some games and see who we think the Packers are going to face in the divisional round. But let's get to Mark over here. Mark said I would rather play the Eagles second round and Rams in NFC Championship. That would not be a bad thing. You know what I mean? For me, I would like that. I'll take that. But here we go. So we got Philadelphia playing Tampa Bay, and I believe Tampa Bay would be at home. Obviously, they're number two. So who do you guys think, Philly or Tampa Bay? Like I would think that Tampa Bay is going to win that game. But let's hear you. Let's hear you over in the comments. Who do we think? I think Tampa Bay is a better team. That's why they're the number two seed. I think that they're probably going to beat up on the Eagles. You know what I mean? It's just oh yeah, Cardinals can play. Like the Cardinals are the number five seed. They're playing the Rams. I think that's probably going to be the best game in the NFC uh next weekend. Arizona versus the Rams. The Rams they're like so like they can play great or they can just not. And the Cardinals are kind of the same, but I think the Cardinals are. I think I'm picking the Cardinals in that game. I think the Cardinals are going to win. As far as Dallas and San Francisco, I think Dallas is actually going to win that game. Even though I said, the Cowboys haven't beat anyone. I don't think that San Francisco is really anyone. I have no faith in San Francisco. I have no respect for San Francisco. So let me get to this some of these comments here. We got a Philly upset over here. Dallas could easily lose to the 49ers as well. Yeah, I think that could happen too. Dallas could, they blow out some teams, but they blow out teams that aren't really that good. You know what I mean? Eagles have a great running game. Tampa wins against the Eagles. Yeah, I fully believe that. But yeah, I wouldn't. That would be wild to have an upset there. That would be wild. Connor saying Tampa is beat up. They got a lot of controversy over there in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, but yeah, Philly is trash for Travis. I haven't really watched a lot of Philadelphia games, but I know that they're the seventh seed. You know what I mean? You think 49ers over Dallas? Russell says 49ers will beat Dallas. That would be, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, I would probably gonna pick the Cowboys to win that game, but I wouldn't be overly shocked if they just came out and, that's the Cowboy thing to do. You know what I mean? Come out in the playoffs and just lay it down. Antonio Brown will curse them Eagles for the win. Cards over the Rams. Yeah, that's going to be a very, very interesting game. I think, like either team, I think could come out and just light it up and just play really well. But like, I feel like either of those teams could also lay an egg, especially the Rams. They seem like, I don't know. They don't play that all that great all the time. Honestly, to get rid of playoff demons, Niners in the divisional round and Bucks in the NFC Championship, I think it would be bittersweet. That would be like just like just especially if we just got to steamroll both those teams. The Niners, a little redemption from years ago. Niner fans still talk about it. And the Bucks, obviously from last year. Anybody who's ever liked Tom Brady, that's all they talk about. Get it from Patriot fans, get it from Tampa fans, get it from the Bear fans, Viking fans. All they want to talk about is Tom Brady. He's got a lot of bandwagon fans out there. You know what I mean? Rams over the Cards. I think we will see Arizona or the 49ers. Yeah, I think yeah, we got a what is up, Willie? How you doing? Rams will beat Arizona. Yeah, I think. Yeah, like I said, I think that's the game I'm most looking forward to. What about you? What is the game that you're most looking forward to? Like in the NFC, like the AFC has some good ones too. We can get on that too. From Maine, hate Tom Brady. I actually don't hate Tom Brady. I just get sick of all his fans. I hate Tom Brady fans more than I hate Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Bengals over the Raiders. I really haven't looked at the AFC yet. I mean, I did earlier, but not right here. You got dude Las Vegas versus Cincinnati. I think the Bengals take that. I think New England versus Buffalo, dude. That is going to be interesting, and that's in Buffalo. That dude, I think Buffalo's gonna come to play. Buffalo's gonna come to play in that game because that is like their dream to knock off New England out of the playoffs. Kansas City's playing Pittsburgh. I think Kansas City beats the hell out of them. That that, that is what I think. Uh, let's get to some of these comments over here. I want to see Dallas lose. Yeah, it's always fun to see the Dallas Cowboys lose. You know what I mean? It really is. It's just fun. We will get the Saturday game or the Sunday game. That makes sense. Can the Packers beat the Cards again? That's the thing. When you play a team you beat in a regular season, it makes it a little interesting. Like, can you do it again? Because the Packers beat up on the Cardinals on the road in Arizona without Devontae Adams, without the top three wide receivers, without a lot of guys. The Packers have a lot of key players coming back, which I want to talk about a little bit. Yeah, Kansas City will retire Big Ben. Yeah, I absolutely believe that. Let's go, Pat. Go. Cheers from Encore. I don't think I'm going to say that right. I don't think I'm going to say that one right. But big shout out to you. I don't want to murder the name of that. I can't read that well. You know what I mean? But thanks for tuning in. Absolutely, they can. All right, so let's get that out of there so I can. But yeah, I think the Packers could beat any team. I think the Packers are far the best team in the NFC. The Packers are getting back Zadarius Smith. He's back practicing. They're thinking he's going to play. David Bakhtiari played a few snaps over there against the Lions. The Packers are getting back some key players. Jair Alexander is, is practicing. So there's like a reason for the Packers are going to get better. Packers are getting healthy at the perfect time. You know what I mean? They're getting healthy at the perfect time, people. I've been getting comments since the game. People are worried. They don't know. Oh my God, we lost to the Lions. That Lions game does not matter. Going to be honest, I kind of hope the Cowboys win and we get LaFleur versus McCarthy. That would be something, you know? Past versus the future, like present and future. Yeah, Dallas coming to Green Bay, playing at Lambeau Field. Mike McCarthy coming back. That that would be good. I'm good with any of these. Philly, I think the Packers would just annihilate if that happened to be. Tampa Bay would be awesome because of last year, you know, all of those stuff, Brady, Rogers, and all that. San Francisco, always good. You know, that'd be good because the pass they knocked us off. It'd be good to have a little redemption, return the favor. Dallas, the Mike McCarthy thing, and I think the Packers have beat up on Dallas too. But Dallas is a good team, but they don't always play good football. They beat up on trashy teams, but can they do the same when they're playing a playoff team, a good team? And then Arizona, we already beat them. I really don't get. I wouldn't really get a lot of enjoyment out of playing them again, but I'm down with it. And the Rams is interesting. Beat them during the regular season. Beat them last year in the playoffs. They'd be coming to play. They'd be coming hungry. The Packers know Matthew Stafford a little bit. You know what I mean? They know that team. They've been playing them recently. Uh, will Cobb be back? I think so, but I haven't really heard a ton about Cobb. Uh, See in the comments if anyone knows, Cobb's next to come back. I pray to the football gods, Ja can come back too. Yeah, I think Jair is gonna be back. But what's up, Albie? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, hopefully Cobb is back. I'm seeing a lot of people commenting about that. I'm an Eagles fan just for this week. Fly Eagles, fly. I thought it was a real Eagles fan jumped in here because I just said some bad things about the Eagles. I have no respect for the Eagles. I don't think that they're a playoff team. They're in the playoffs, so they are. But they're not a team I think is going to do anything. But sometimes those are the teams. That's the thing with the playoffs. It's about who gets hot at the right time. Like look at those Giants teams that won the Super Bowl. Look at the Packers Super Bowl XLV. Packers got hot at the right time. You know, it's all about getting hot in the playoffs and just rolling. You know what I mean? I'm okay. I'm from Philly, but a diehard Packers fan. All right, respect that. We won't see Dallas or Tampa before the NFC Championship game. Yeah, that's for sure. We're gonna play the lesser seed. You know that that's how it works. But yeah, definitely if we play either of those teams in the NFC Championship game, it's gonna be wild. NFC Championship game at home, both those Dallas and Tampa is gonna be a great story. You know what I mean? Packers are the best team, but would hate to face Cowboys. The Cowboys really just they don't really scare me. Like I'll wait and see like what they do in the wild card weekend because like this is the time. You know what I mean? This is the time to prove. Everyone. I mean, not that San Francisco is like, but they're a good team. They're the 60. They can play good. This is Dallas's opportunity to show people we are legit. We are number 3 seed for a reason. You know what I mean? Yeah, hopefully. I don't know the details on Cobb. I wish I did. Iowa Joe said, I think Cobb's injury was 6 to 8 week recovery. Should be ready for the first playoff game. Yeah, and I think so. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't want to say because I really haven't heard. I've heard about Jair saying he's coming back. So Zadarius Smith has been hinting he's coming back for like the whole season. But now the Packers are actually saying, like they're putting out hype videos and stuff. So Zadarius Smith, I believe, will be back on the field the first playoff game. If Jair is, David Bakhtiari, you know, this is a very good football team. Now with the bye, does that make them, you know, does that, do they come in rusty? I don't think so, but like they better come with it, you know what I mean? Which I think they will because but yeah, playing any of these playoff teams, like you can't come in rusty and hope for the best. Like they got to come in just throwing down, you know what I mean? All warm teams to a frozen field. And that's the thing, man. It is cold. It is -7 degrees today in Green Bay. I don't know what the temperature will be, but Cowboys will win the first game and lose the divisional. Yeah, I could definitely see it. Zedarius possibly coming back is huge with Jair. I think Zedarius is probably most definitely coming back unless he has like a setback. It seems like he's all go. He's putting out hyped up videos on Instagram and stuff. So I definitely think that he's coming back. LaFleur said Cobb will be back. Okay, so I missed that. Mark, breaking news over here. But yeah, I didn't see it. So LaFleur said Cobb will be back. I think if he wasn't going to be back, we'd have heard because they'd have been like he's out for the year. You know what I mean? I don't think they're saving him like if he come back for the Super Bowl. So I would assume he's coming back. But like I just didn't hear nothing. Joey, I'm so pumped. I don't have to watch the Jets lose this weekend. Hey, the Jets almost beat the Bucks, though, Joe. that, that was pretty exciting. Z is cleared to practice, not guaranteed yet, unfortunately. But I think it's pretty much. I don't think it's not guaranteed. Like nothing's guaranteed with injured players. But I'm pretty confident that Zadarius is coming back from just what I see on social media, like everyone talking. But the thing is, Zadarius seemed like he was uh, more hopeful than the Packers were throughout the whole season. You know what I mean? Two teams I hate to play against in the playoffs that have taken us out a few times in the past: Seahawks and San Francisco Niners. Yeah, the Niners this year I don't think are a big threat. You know what I mean? I just don't think they are. Was that Pam or Clay commenting? I don't. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Uh, Zadarius has been fully cleared. He's playing unless he gets hurt again. Yeah, I think he would have to have a setback. Uh, for him not to play. I think like everyone's talking about him playing. The Packers kind of all, but I think they might have confirmed it. I'm not really sure, but he definitely did. He was like, "I'm back, baby," but he said that a few times. But I definitely think Zedarius is playing. How do I get one of those dope Matt hats? Actually, don't have them on a store yet, but I think I'm definitely gonna eventually. I just made one for me. I didn't think anyone would want it, but I've had a few people talk about it, so I'm gonna try to throw them up there. Uh, on the store. According to the report, I read Zedarius is fully cleared. There we go. Fully cleared. Jimmy G is not good. Yeah, Jimmy G, like if they're in a situation, the Niners in a situation where they got to sling the ball, like when they beat the Packers, to knock the Packers out, he didn't throw the ball. I think he threw the ball like 4 times in the whole game or 6 times, but it was a ridiculously low number. So if it's a shootout and then he has to throw the ball down the field, bad things are gonna happen for him. You know what I mean? That's just what that is. You know what I mean? Matt, the Jets playing Green Bay this year. You're going to that game with me. I'll get some club seats. Yo, I'm with it, bro. Let's do it. That would be awesome. I don't think I've ever sat in club seats. You know what I mean? Are you streaming on 2 platforms? I am. I'm streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Actually, on Twitter too. So I'm on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. No one really watches on Twitter though. You know what I mean? But yeah, mostly Facebook and YouTube is where my audience comes from. I predict 49ers, Cardinals, and Bucks are winners this weekend. Yeah, so yeah, I could see that. I think that Dallas and Niners game is probably gonna be pretty close. I think that's gonna be yeah. Billy Turner is also back. Was reading up on that on the Twitter. He's streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Would you like to see Cowboys versus Packers in NFC Championship? I think it would be an interesting game. I'm good, like no matter what happens. But Dallas and Green Bay in an NFC Championship game would be a huge story. It would be like there's a lot of stories going into it. Mike McCarthy coming back and all that. I think Dallas has a good team. They just haven't really beat anyone, so I'm not sure. Like in that situation, could they win? Who knows how cold it's going to be? This has been a pretty cold winter. So yeah, I think it'd be a good game. You know what I mean? Maybe it was a good thing we lost against the Lions, got the L out the way. Yeah, yeah. I just think when a game doesn't mean much, like the guys are in and out, maybe they're trying different things, whatever. But I fully believe that the Packers were playing their starters through the whole game. The Packers would have won that game. I mean, even if the first half was what it is, in the second half they came on blowing them up. But yeah, that game does not worry me at all. Losing to the Lions does not worry me whatsoever. What is up? Here we go. Hey Matt, what is good? What is good? All right, get in. Matt, Packers are playing in Florida twice next year. Come down and I will get us tickets to the game and get you blitzed. That yeah, I do have to start traveling to some away games. I've never been to an away game. Has Joseph DeGuara arrived as a legit threat in the pass offense? Yeah, I think even like his first year before he got hurt, he had some big time plays. I think given the opportunities, he's gonna ball like on Sunday, man. That that huge touchdown, man. Like he had a little wiggle wiggle, and took it the distance. That was pretty impressive. That was awesome. You know what I mean? That was. I'm not worried about Brady this year. He's a bitch. Them boys will be in the NFC Championship with us. Yeah, I think you know the Bucks really don't scare me all that much. I mean, I think they're gonna win Wild Card Weekend, but like how far can they go? Uh, well, like we'll see. I'm just not really. I'm not overly worried about any of these teams. Now, I think the AFC though, a game I definitely don't want to miss is New England versus Buffalo. I'm gonna live stream some games for Wild Card Weekend, even though the Packers ain't playing. I'm gonna pick a few games maybe and hang out, watch the game with you. Uh, I am on Twitch. I'm not. This isn't on Twitch. This live stream isn't on Twitch, but I can stream to Twitch. Nobody really watches this type of live I do, but when I start streaming Madden and I start streaming gaming, I'm gonna be put at the Twitch. But I used to put all my streams to Twitch, but nobody really watched because it's not really a podcasty thing, or at least not for me. But if people want to watch on Twitch, I would put it on Twitch if that's easier. You know what I mean? DeGuara has some speed for a tight end. Could be a very dangerous weapon. Yeah, he's a young guy. Got some speed. Like I think he's a great tight end. You know what I mean? I remember having Tom Crabtree on after he was drafted, and he was talking about him. I mean, I think he has what it takes. I'm not no like tight end scout, so but yeah, I think the Packers have some monster tight ends. Unfortunately, Bobby Tunyon isn't in there. He'd be a huge asset uh, going through these playoffs. Uh, I can get you. Wait, what is this? I can get you a fan phone 100%. I mod for you. Okay, I thought that was a spam. I really thought that was a spam. Yeah, maybe, man. Uh, do you agree it will be Packers Rams in the divisional round? Uh, let me check this out. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Dude, the Rams are such a tricky team. Playing Arizona, they're I don't know that game could really go either way. It really could. I could see either one of these teams just not coming out playing well, and the other one just taking it to them. Not only taking it to them, 'cause I think it's going to be somewhat close, but I don't know. I think that's a tricky game. And like at the end of the week, after I really think about it, I'll make a video like doing my actual picks. Because right now I really didn't think about it. I've been setting this stuff up all day. I've really been thinking about football, and then I just wanted to test out the waters. You know what I mean? Test out everything. Make sure I had everything set up right. How do you think the Packers will line up with Jair back in the secondary? I don't think you can take either Stokes or Douglas off the field right now. Yeah, I definitely would not take Stokes or Douglas off the field. I think they both proven like what they can do and like the ball hawks. Dude, I just think if Jair is back, he's 100%, which I think he is because they wouldn't put him on the field if he's not. That secondary is going to be so dangerous. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to do a rotational thing or they're going to have different packages, how they're going to do it. But that secondary is going to be it's going to be scary. I'm stoked for that. You know what I mean? Eric Stokes. I got his jersey for Christmas. I haven't worn any of my jerseys yet, like for game days, because I always wear Preston Smith because he told me I'm good luck. You know what I mean? He was balling out with me wearing it. So now I feel like it's bad luck if I wear anything but Preston Smith. Come to LA for the Super Bowl. We'll tailgate. Yeah, I would love that. Not sure that's going to be possible, but that would be awesome. I think the San Francisco versus Dallas game is huge. I'm glad one of them will be out of our way. Yeah, that's the thing too. Because San Francisco, I I don't think they're good. They don't really scare me, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I got flashback memories. You know what I mean? And Dallas, I don't know. They have a lot of good players over there. I just don't have faith that they put it all together on the same day, playing a top team. You should play Madden with fans. Yeah, I'm definitely that's my plan. That's my goal. And moving to this spot where I moved to my house, that's kind of why I did it to have it in mind. This is a bigger setup. It'll be easier for gaming. Like in my old spot, it just wasn't. I was on a couch kind of thing, and it just wasn't vibing with me, But that's the goal, especially during the off season. I'm gonna go hard on gaming because there's not a lot. Packer weekly stuff to talk about. But I'm definitely going to keep live streaming, doing like this. But we're going to be doing all types of stuff with gaming and stuff. What is up, Mexico? If we get matchup versus LA, then we've got it in the bag. Stafford has too many flashbacks of losing as a Lion. And I do that. It's Stafford. I actually like Stafford. I think he's a tough dude. Uh, gets hurt, gets banged up, keeps it rolling. He's a very tough quarterback, but he has lion moments. You know what I mean? He has those Detroit Lion flashback moments, and I think the Packers secondary is going to take advantage. I I yeah, I think that the secondary with Jair coming back, man, they're going to have a lot of opportunities. No lie, I want a Mason Crosby jersey. I would love a Mason Crosby jersey. He's a Packer legend. Even after he moves on or retires, yeah, the old number two. I would definitely rep a Mason Crosby jersey. What's the upset game this weekend you think might happen? All right, let's look at it. That's a great question. Upset game. All right, let's check out like the NFC. Like Eagles maybe popping off against Tampa Bay. That would be awesome. I don't think San Francisco does. I know that the 3 and 6 seeded, but I still don't see like that is a huge upset. I have no respect for Dallas. But if Pittsburgh beat Kansas City, I think that would be the biggest upset of that's possible. If Pittsburgh could figure out how to beat Kansas, do not think that's going to happen at all. Um, New England and Buffalo, I think is an interesting game. I don't think, man, that's going to be a close one, I think, but Buffalo's going to come to play. All the years of getting beat up by New England, now you got New England in the playoffs coming to your house. Man, they're going to be like just fiery. I remember those days back in the day with like the Packers and the Cowboys, and like in the '90s when the Packers got beat up by everybody, and then when you got the Packers started getting good, and we just beat some teams that were just beating the hell out of us all those years. Really, dude, at least for the fans, I'm assuming for the players too. But for the one that might happen, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's upset New England beating Buffalo. I mean, there's a 3 seed versus 6 seed, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think those there's potential to be some awesome upsets. I love upsets when they don't involve the Packers. You know what I mean? Jacques could easily play in the slot, keep Stokes Rasul uh, on the outside. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to do that. Uh, and it depends too, like how they feel about Jair, like tackling wise. I know that they were talking about that was their worry, like can he tackle? Is that shoulder going to hold up? So I think that'll have a lot to do with it too. You should play Madden against Ben. I should play Madden against Ben. He would probably cook me though. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter who I play. I'm gonna get cooked. Hi, when do you give the MVP award? And we'll get it. I hope. Brady don't. I don't think that they give out the MVP until uh like the NFL honors. Isn't that when they give it out now? So I don't think we'll know until almost like Super Bowl, like really really close to Super Bowl. 49ers over the Cowboys. Yeah, dude, that would be to me that's just not a huge upset. I know that it is because it's the number three Dallas number three seed, San Francisco's number six, but like I think that they're more even than people think. But it is an upset, and I can see it happening. Leading all time most points, Packers hold number two. Yes, sir. Mason Crosby. Big Ben's retirement party is about to be lit. Yeah, dude, he better have the have Big Ben can have all the decorations set up, have the little confetti poppers going, get the champagne because retirement's coming right after this game this weekend. I hope that Aaron gets MVP. I think Rodgers is going to get MVP. I know there's a lot of talk about this person isn't going to vote for him and whatever. But I think he will. I know a lot of people are going to vote for Brady as well. Brady's got the yards, got the touchdowns, whatever, and whatever happens, I mean, it is what it is. But I think he should get. I also think the floor should get Coach of the Year. I hope our playoff game is a big snow game. I want to play Eagles first round. Yeah, Packers like no matter who they play, if it's a snow game in Lambeau Field in the playoffs, that would just be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Couldn't remember when do the Bears or Vikings play this weekend. Let me check over here. Yeah, I don't see them, man. I don't think they play this weekend, bro. That's what's always funny to me. Bears and Viking fans chirping up in my comments, having an opinion, always talking up Brady. Oh, Brady this, Brady that. Like, yo, your team is so much trash that you have to root for another team. You have to like brag up another quarterback. Just worry about your team and who they're going to hire as their next coach. The Vikings and the Bears fired their head coach and GM today. Two trash franchises, and now we'll see who they hire, who the Packers get fired in another 3 or 4 years. You know what I mean? NFL MVP is given out the day before the Super Bowl. That's what I thought. NFL honors is the day before the Super Bowl, and that's when they give all that stuff out. A new setup is looking spicy. You like that, right? I still got Mr. Chris Farley, but now he's next to me. I feel like we can have a conversation. What's up, Chris? He always looks so shocked at what I'm saying. Calm down. It'll be all right. You know what I mean? Uh, NFL Honors night it will be when the awards are given out. Yes, there we go. There we go. Number one seed, baby. The ship is ours to win or lose, but we'll win for sure. The pack is resting and getting strong, and then and that's it. Like Aaron Rodgers' toe is gonna be like he's saying it's basically a non-issue now. It didn't have no setbacks this last weekend. So now he's gonna have 2 weeks for that toe to rest up. I don't think that there'll be any rust with Aaron Rodgers. I just worry about the momentum of the receivers, being sharp with Rodgers. But they'll get back in there after a week of rest and get some practice going on. I think the Packers are going to be fine as far as like a lot of people are worried about that like rust from a bye, but I think the Packers will be all right. It depends like who they play too. Like people don't realize like who the Packers play and any team who they play, it's about matchups. Like some teams like they're not a very good football team, but like they're really good at something that you're kind of not as good at stopping. So it could be a trash team, but they got a great tight end. Your team's not great at stopping tight ends. That's going to be a problem. So like it all depends about matchups. Daniel says, I think the Cowboys are much better than the 49ers, but that's the upset I'm wanting. I want to smack 49ers divisional round and Tampa Bay championship game for revenge. I've seen so many people say that they want the Niners and they want the Bucks. They want revenge. I want whoever the Packers want, whoever Aaron Rodgers is or whoever that defense, whoever they're saying, that's what I want. I just want to win. And I don't think the players really think about it like that. Like whoever they're playing, that's who they're playing. I don't think that they worry about too much. If it comes down to a field goal win, will Crosby make it or break us? I have full faith in Mason Crosby, especially in crunch time, especially in the playoffs, especially like to win a game. Like yeah, he's had a down year for sure. Like he's had some missed kicks, bad, horrible, extra points and all that. But Mason Crosby is money in clutch time. How many games has Mason Crosby won us? I still think that he's the guy that I'm good with in a big situation, like almost more in a big situation than just a regular extra point. In crunch time, Money Mason got my full faith. Uh, he's shocked from all. I don't know what's going on over here in the comment section. Fat guy in a little coat. Chris Farley is the goat. He is the absolute goat. Yes, Turner is back. I think I seen that right before I came on here over on Twitter. I was scrolling Twitter trying to see the Packer news because I miss a lot of the stuff. You know what I mean? Full faith in Crosby, yes sir. I don't. I mean, I get why a lot of people are worried about Crosby with the misses this year, but I think in big crunch times, you know what I mean. Uh, he's going to be good. What do you grade Jordan Love's performance against the Lions? I'm not really a grading type dude. Like you'd like to see him play it a little bit better, but it is what it is. And I know a lot of people are stressing about Jordan Love. I really ain't concerned because Aaron Rodgers is quarterback right now. Like and like all the outcry about Jordan Love and the Packers lost and this and that. Like to me, it doesn't matter because the Packers are number one seed. So like during the offseason, like we'll find out what happens. Who's the quarterback next year? Is Aaron Rodgers going to be playing for the Packers next year? Then like those conversations will happen. But uh, yeah, you would like to see Jordan Love go out there and just light it up. But some guys it takes longer, and yeah, it is what it is. I'm not overly worried, especially now. Like the playoffs are right here. You know what I mean? I think there's bigger, more important stuff to chat about. You know what I mean? I hope we don't face Brady again. I've seen a lot of people say that. Brady doesn't have the weapons this year yet, and they got some drama over there. I don't know. Now Brady's a good quarterback, but yeah, I just think the Packers are a far better team, especially with the guys like Zadarius Smith coming back is going to be so huge. If he comes in, he's going to be hungry. He's going to be beasting. Rashawn Gary's having a year. Preston Smith's having a year. So that pass rush can be just just angry right here. Thoughts on Patrick Taylor? Super pumped he got his first career touchdown. Yeah. Hang on a second. I was seeing these comments here. What are your thoughts on Dylan? That dude is lots of fun to watch. Punish the defense. Yeah, AJ Dillon is a monster, and he got a lot of reps. With Aaron Jones being out. Now with Aaron Jones is going to be back for the playoffs. But I love AJ Dillon. Like on and off the field, dude. AJ Dillon is such a cool dude. He's the most Wisconsin player of all time. Even like more so, like I saw on Twitter say this. He's more Wisconsin than some of the Packer players that we've had that are from Wisconsin. Like he just embraces Wisconsin, and he's just a beast on the field. He just runs over dude, just punishes dudes. Like he brings the hit to him. You know what I mean? Uh, Love looked a little more comfortable against the Lions and against the Chiefs. He seems to be getting a feel for things. It wasn't great, but wasn't completely horrible. Yeah, that thing. It wasn't like he was like a bum. Towards the end of the game, I don't remember. But my memory is so bad. I'd have to go back because I was drinking. I was drinking during that game. Towards the end of the game, I was starting to get a little tipsy. You know what I mean? But my memory is horrible anyways. I would have to go back. But yeah, I don't think he didn't look horrible. He just didn't look fantastic. I know a lot of people were quite upset. Yeah, Campbell was someone we desperately need. Yeah, that was a huge pickup for the Packers. After 30 years, the two best quarterbacks in the league, we should have a lot more than two rings. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Like I would love to have like 15 of them uh, in that time span. But they had some rough defenses in a lot of those years. I'm not even talking this like recently, but like a lot of those years when Favre was balling, uh, we had a lot of opportunities with Favre. It just didn't happen in the playoffs. It seemed like there's always something going on. And then Rodgers, man, there was a lot of years that it could have easily happened. It just did. Like, even last year, man. Last year, I think is the worst one to me. Uh, yeah, a good defense helps. I mean, and sometimes in playoff games, you just have to get even a little bit lucky. Like balls bounce your way. A lot of guys fumble the ball, it bounces back in your lap, or bounces to the other team. Like there's a lot of things that happen in a game. Especially like you're a good team, you're playing good teams like in the playoffs. You know what I mean? It's not always the best team that wins. Sometimes it's the two great teams, and one of them has a little bit of luck. Who would win in a Oklahoma drill, AJ Dillon or your boy Preston Smith? Oh, I don't know. Like AJ, I don't think either one of them would want to be really excited about doing that. I think that I think that'd be interesting. AJ Dillon, I would never want to be on the other side of AJ Dillon in any situation. Like if I'm at the grocery store, I see AJ Dillon, get out of the way. Do you see Adams getting a franchise tag next year? And will Aaron Rodgers stay? That's the question of the year. You know what I mean? Devontae Adams getting franchise tag. Like the Packers do not franchise tag players. The players do not like being franchise tagged. In this situation, maybe they do. I think they're going to try to re-sign him, and if they can't, I could see him doing it. I don't know though. Like I don't know if they have like a policy they do not franchise tag. Because like when's the last time the Packers franchise tagged anyone? Like I don't remember the last time. So will Rogers stay? I think there's a lot that goes into that with like salary cap. I mean, because he belongs to the Packers next year. If he plays somewhere else next year, he'll have to be traded, and it all depends like how the Packers feel, how Rogers feels. Are they all getting along? Are they all cozy? And the salary cap, like Rogers is, if he's gonna want to stay, he's like you want to be able to win. You know, he's want to have a loaded roster. Are they going to start cutting dudes next year because the cap hit is so wild? So like that's why that this year like is so important. Like just go get the ring, go get the trophy, because who knows what happens next year. You know what I mean? Brady has always had a top 10 defense. Yeah, Brady always has legit defense. He didn't go to the Bucks like just picking out of a hat. He picked a team that had a great defense. They were a good team. They just had a bad quarterback and they couldn't, you know, get it get it done. Oh yeah, for sure. 97 was a huge letdown. I remember that year. I don't. I was kind of hammered then. But I remember that they lost. Will St. Brown be involved more? Uh I don't know. I think like the Packers, like I don't think so. I don't think he'll be involved overly more. I think that uh they kind of go with the high hand always, but it's gonna be Devontae. Devontae's always gonna get his share of the balls. So like whatever's left over, I think it's hard. Depends like with MVS though. I think he got hurt during that game. I'm not sure what oh yeah, he's saying Packers franchise Tanya. Was it though? I don't think it was a franchise tag. I think it was they uh they signed his franchise tender, whatever the hell it was, because he was a restricted free agent. So I don't think it was like the same thing. Maybe I'm wrong though. I could be wrong, but yeah. As far as St. Brown, I don't think he's going to get overly blown touch because Devontae Adams is going to get the lion's share, and then they kind of spread it out. And like I say, it depends if MVS uh, if he plays, and all that stuff. But yeah, I think it's hard because I think that wide receiver room, there's a lot of competition over there. You know what I mean? Being from afar, are people in Green Bay area hopeful for this playoff run, or as negative as all the comments seen online? Uh, I think most people I talk to, I mean, I think it's kind of in the middle because everyone's like, oh, they get the NFC Championship game and they lose. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that. I don't know everyone in Green Bay. I'm not like I don't go to bars, so I'm not like feeling like I can't speak for Green Bay like the community, but a lot of people who I talk to, they're kind of like hopefully they can get past NFC Championship game. Hopefully they can do it, but I don't think that they're overly negative. But anyways, all right, I think we're gonna wrap this thing. I appreciate everyone tuning in, checking out my new setup. I still got some things to do in here, but it's good. It'll be good for my live shows. I'll have the scoreboard right here. I got to figure out what I'm doing here when 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 I'm not doing a stream. A big shout out to Quick Trip and anyone who wants to support the show. You can go to my Facebook page, become a supporter. I'm going to start picking supporters and have them come on the show, have them come on a live, and we'll talk some football, talk some things. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Go Pack, go. Have a lovely night and go watch yourself some national championship game. I think that there's lesser people in here than normal because people are watching that game, and I'll probably go check it out. But I'm not a big college guy, you know what I mean? That's just not what I do. Appreciate you, Mark. Go Pack, go.